What is up, legends? We are back out here. Another week, another hype watch. We're gonna get right into this. As you guys can see, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. So, starting off with a game called the Evo Creo. This is literally like a Pokemon, like a creature collector, that type of game. It's getting a lot of hearsay. Basically, people are saying it's really good. I like Nintendo is a funny company because they are so gung ho against Power World, but games like this exist. And this is literally just Generation 1 Pokemon and another peak from Nintendo, obviously, because they didn't make a lot of money yet. But if it does, they might come after them. That straight up looks like Ash Ketchum, dog, because it's like come on, like the game itself, though. I might give it a rock. It does have a demo available right now. It's going to be available in 4 days from the time you see this video. So it just looks really cool. And there's nothing else to really say about everything. Like it's a Pokemon, and it was like a really cool one. So yeah, just putting it out there. Maybe it's something. Maybe you're looking for that because I know a lot of people like the Pokemon. So we'll see. Next up is Limbus Company. They have a new update going on. Limbus Company is actually a really cool game. It's very niche, very niche. Usually averages between like 1 to 2 million a month in sales and stuff like that. And it's probably not that hard to maintain this because it's not really a multiplayer type of game. It does have stuff where you can actually do things with other people, but I don't think there's ever a multiplayer mode. It's a very big brain type of game too. Like it takes a little while to get into. I wasn't really into it. I think the characters didn't do it for me. Not that the game itself. I never had a character to really identify. I do plan to go back and look and see if there's a character or characters that I can identify with that'll make me want to play the game a little bit more. But it's very much one of those games out there that I feel people should pay attention to because I think it's pretty cool. So yeah. Next up, we have Talystro. Now this is a card like deck building type of game. I've been hearing stuff about this game as well. You can request access to the game to try it out. I've been playing CZN like before even CZN came along. You guys saw that I have a lot of roguelike and fun type of games up on the channel. So I am definitely probably gonna keep an eye out for this to see when it's gonna release to see if it be something that I can pick up and it's just a little bit different. It's a little bit different. I do like the aesthetic of it as well. So there's something to put out there for you. Next up is Banishers of Faith Entwined. This is an RPG manager. The minute you see EU, you know it's gonna be RPG manager. Occasionally they put some bangers out and then they just go away. Like they straight up probably made like 50 games last year, all along the same line. So check it out. Next up is Astro Defenders, Captain Couch. I don't know why it's called that, but this is a roguelike type of game. I'm into those type of survival roguelike. I'm sorry, where you just got to get through hordes and make sure that you live. I'm big into that, so have at it. Next up is Auto Heroes Strategy. So here's the thing. Auto Heroes is still a popular genre, especially on Steam. Not so much on Twitter, not so much on Google Play and mobile games and stuff like that, but might be something that you can mess around with and hop into it. I like that this kind of like gives you the hype for stuff, so hopefully this will be kind of cool. It only has 500 downloads right now, so we'll see. The Biggleboss Incident. This looks like a Cartoon Network type of a game, like maybe somebody from Cartoon Network made it. I do appreciate these different type of things like this. It reminds me also of Maniac Mansion. You guys know historically I'm a major fan of that game, and this seems like it'd be along those lines. I'm probably just gonna spend the $4 just to see what it's about and everything and just play through it. It probably isn't gonna have a lot to it. See, 4 to 5 hours messing around with it. So I'm just gonna pick it up I think I have $5 in Google Play points, so I just use my Google Play points and just do it. Hope you are farming your Google Play points because that adds up throughout the year. It's on average they say that you end up getting between $20 to $30, or else you're super lucky and get like the big every at the end of every week they have like the rewards type of thing. You can get lucky with that and get the $100 one. I've never got it. I've gotten $20 before, like 3 or 4 years ago, but never the $100 one. Usually, every year I get between $5 to $20, basically, if I remember to actually click the little button every week and farm my points. So make sure you're doing that. You might be able to pick up little small stuff like this. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swipe my points. Lunar Order right here. I am. Oh wait, I didn't mean to unregister. No, go back. I've not heard much about this. I just got an email of this. Check it out. This screen is what made me kind of like this one right here. This kind of looks like some not Maniac Mix. I got it stuck in my brain now. Streets of Rage type of stuff. I'm interested. It does look like that's a little bit auto, so maybe we'll get a chance to actually control it because it's saying experience real-time strikes and seamless skill combos. So hopefully it'll be like that. But I'm kind of looking forward to that. Maybe it'll be something cool. Zenless has its new update out with this baddie character you saw me fail to actually get. They showed the new characters coming in. This looks like some type of Sailor Moon looking character right now. It fits their aesthetic and everything else like that. Ancient Record, Suna. I want to see what she does because she's not hyper sexualized like the other characters. She just that look like a little girl. I don't see all that with a little girl. And then she got a little high ass skirt. But y'all better chill. But chill. Don't be going too far with that. And no, Nekomata isn't too far. That's my little baby though. You don't look at Nekomata. That little kid. I love that character. The little character is so cute. And like you guys know, well, people in the Discord know, I have a new cat. We were gonna name it Beerus, and then we thought that it was a girl, and it's not a girl, it's a boy. But it got named Smokey. And now, like literally, I have to like cat train. Like I literally can point at it and say sit down, and it'll sit and wait for whatever I'm doing. Like if it's like eating or whatever else, or I'm about to feed it or something like that, or like it's just being annoying, I'll just look and be like sit, and Smokey will sit. And now I can't change the name because it answers to Smokey now. Straight up, if I be like Smokey, it'll come running and then come sit like right in front of me. It's not be wild or nothing. Like it just wait for me to pick him up and maybe pet him or feed him or something like that. Like I don't know how I trained that cat that fast because it's still a kitten. It's like 3 months old, so it's actually cool that a little smart cat. I appreciate it. It could be annoying, but it's not as annoying as I thought it was gonna be. Anyway, so side note, this is going through right here. This game continues to get better. It actually deserves more money, which is weird to actually say because I think it out of all the Hoyo games, I think they're trying the hardest. If we're being real, I think they're actually really trying the hardest. Not to say that the next one isn't. Genshin. Now, a lot of the knock, and you will notice from the Nod Cry update that this art is starting to look closely like Wuthering Waves, which is going to be talked about in a second. Matter of fact, we'll just bring it next to it right now. It's starting to look like Wuthering Waves, and the characters all right here are starting to look like that style. The knock on a Genshin for a while, like anti-Genshin fans, is that it's too colorful and not gritty enough, and they don't take it seriously, and we want to have a little bit more fun. So now the MCs, both female and male, both have better outfits that look pretty awesome, to be honest with you. The new MC outfits look better. Let me see if they actually showed it. Here, I think they did. Here we go. This is Lunar Benefit. No, that's not it. Video don't show it. What they did. That was my peoples for a while. I love that character, and this is a new character coming in. Right here, the Moon Goddess. could have swore they showed this. Oh, this is it, but they're not showing it actually. This is the outfit. They kind of look like Zhongli. It's pretty amazing. I never did get this girl, and I really wanted the DJ dark skin waifu. Like you see, aesthetically, this is it's not as bright. It's a little bit darker. This is a design choice. That's why I'm putting it out there. And granted, I don't really play Genshin anymore or anything else like that. I got nothing against it. I just thought that was too watered down for the most part. Yeah, I missed her. I don't know how I missed this because I'm literally following this. I don't, brother. She might actually still be there. She might still be there. It might be towards the end of it. I need to log in and see so I can just snatch her because I'm like right at the pity, the 100%. So I'll just log in and snatch her and uninstall. I'm not kidding. Next up, Wuthering Waves. They are showing now. You see Luke or Luck. His name is an Amulet or Ambief, basically. Right here. He's cool looking. You get a nice spoiler of her in the current story. Right here, so they putting all that out. I thought Renee was just gonna be waifu bait, but I actually like her story and what she go through, and she's actually a really cute character. It's obvious that she's supposed to be Garu and stuff like that, but it's a lot. She's just doing that because she's taking the role, and it's a little bit of a spoiler. She's really not that. She just looks like that, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Cause I thought she was just gonna come in and be this bubbly. And that's the way in the preview, in the trailer, you thought that's what she was. You get your baited. Play Wuthering Waves, just saying. Spirits of Atheria. This is another, this is Neocraft. Neocraft is another game, as you can see right here. Tree of Savior, Tales of Wind, Immortal Awakening. All of these are RPG managers, including Ash Echoes. Ash Echoes is the best game here. Nobody plays it. Probably mainly because it's hard, but is the best game here. But notwithstanding, hopefully this will come out with some. They tend to make some pretty cool games. I'm not gonna lie. They some of them be pay to win and be going too far, but it's still pretty cool. So keep that in mind. Psyche Drifter, Survivor, another type of survival type of roguelike game. You know, have it, jump into it. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. You know, just kind of like is what it is. Where Winds Meet, the next update is actually going to be a day from now, right here, where the level cap is going to raise again. You're going to be in level 10 Unbound. I just barely did the last one. I fell back a little bit on it, just to kind of like, you know, do other stuff. But we're going to be hopping back in tomorrow, which is going to be Sunday, which is that's an interesting time. Actually, it's going to be midday. I think that's the way the update works in this game. So by the time you see this video, the update might already be live for you to actually limit break. I think that's the way it works right now. I think it'd be like 2 or 3 o'clock or something like that. So I actually kind of like that. So yeah, get in there, get your limit break going on, some new stuff. And then the 8th, the legacy quests are going to be started. Click into that. And that's 4 more days from now. And then there's going to be a new boss, the Nameless General. I could have swore I've seen this guy before already. And then the new event, Jungle Martial Arts. There is an event currently right now. I need to do a video on that. Maybe for tomorrow. You should do that event that's currently in the game right now. It gets you skill books, which is really hard. It's really hard to actually get those. And you see all the stuff. It's pretty cool that you get to see the stuff in advance. Where things are and where they need to be. It lead a new story towards the end of the month. Beneath the Moon. I like that helmet thing going on right there. I don't know what season end dash is. I'll probably have to look at CN, but I block most of the people who like do too much with CN stuff. I don't want to be spoiled, but I think I want to understand that. The 9 Mortal Ways base is a sect, so don't we already have that unlocked? I thought I've been in there already. Anyway. Plenty of content coming in. This game is going nowhere. It's a banger. Next up, and now I'm going to talk about 3 things that are sad. And I'm gonna again, you guys remember I talked about this a little bit in the last gotcha gross thing. There is not enough money in the mobile gaming market right now for all these games. It just isn't. Hoyo, Kuro, next up, they take a lot of the money. Basically, they take a lot of what would be for people to actually come in and play the games and stuff like this. So everybody else is kind of like scrapping and stuff like that. And then you have the games that don't adjust. And all three of these games that we're going to talk about right now, starting with Teppen, didn't adjust. Teppen was one of the best card games that we had basically in a while. And it's unfortunate. It kind of fell by the wayside, and that Shadowverse basically came and just took their, like, stole their chain, the new Shadowverse and everything, and kind of like fell off. And it was unfortunate. It's just unfortunate because it's a good game. And my implore, because a lot of companies actually watch my HypeWatch and like talk to me and come and ask me stuff, is you have to adjust. You can't follow the Wua and Hoyo, I guess you call it money frame or framework. That's not gonna work. You can't do that. You can't come in and be like, my summons is gonna cost $14.99 or $20 or $30.99. That's not gonna work. You're not those games. You're not starting out as those games. You're starting out and you want to get people into your game. Your summons should be no more than $10. Preferably lower the better, that you can encourage people to want to spend $100. If it's around between like $8 to $10 and stuff like that, people will spend to get to the pity because it's only $100. But when your stuff is like 3 times that amount, people are less likely to do that. Then you have a whole server full of people playing for free and trying to prove that they can play for free because it's too goddamn expensive. You don't never want that to actually happen. That was one of my criticisms with CZN. Like, you're the new game coming in, your banner does not need to have summons that is like $14.99. I understand that you look at certain things and say like that. I would, if I make a game, which I'm actually going to try to make a gacha after the game I'm currently making. That's like one of my goals. I want to actually make a gacha too. I'm not making the banner like the summons any higher than $10. It's going to be like that. Most of the packs in the game are not going to be higher than 20. Like, it doesn't need to be like these 40, 50, 60, 100. Some people even go higher than 100 because they wildin'. Like, it doesn't need to be that. There's no room in the industry for that. And the quicker that companies realize that, the more money they will make. The reason they're still stuck like it's 10 years ago. Like, you can't have the market like you keep it like it's 10 years ago. It's not. Nobody has money for this stuff. That's what happened with Teppen. Move to the next game that falls along those same lines. Goddess Order. Due to bankruptcy of the developer Pixel Tribe and lack of maintenance support, Goddess Order will be terminated January 31st. You know why? Because they did the exact same thing. Came in, they thought that you were a pixel-based game in the same market as Genshin, and the same market as Wuthering Waves, as this stuff right here, as this stuff. When they got like literally $10,000 art splashes on their banners and then their updates. Same thing, like this is how much it would cost to like commission this type of stuff, like this type of art and stuff. Like, could you try to commission somebody to draw this to see how much that costs? Like, if you think like you got companies doing that, you can't come out here with this. Like hello? Look at this. This is some Timo art. And you want to charge the same for your banner? This is why companies go bankrupt, because they don't live within their expectations. They want to do what everybody else in the market is doing, and they're not everybody else in the market. I'm not trying to like, I feel complete like, dog. I'm not saying I can draw this, but I could probably make this. Like, dog. Like, it in concept, you would like, like you have to be within your expectations. You can't think that you can charge the same thing as the game's making 40 to 50 million a month, and all that's going to happen is you're going to make $50 a month, basically, because people are going to look at you. You're going to be put side by side with this stuff, and that's the reason why a lot of these games are failing. They don't be realistic in their expectations and don't price with that realistic expectations. They just do stuff like this and then be like, we're going to be like 8-bit, like we playing Neo Geo Color, and we're going to charge $15.99 for our banner, or $14.99 for our banner, and then we're going to have $100 packs because people are going to squint and think that they're playing Saturday morning cartoons, and then we're going to make money. No, you're not. You're going to go bankrupt, like this game did. Next up, you would think that Marvel couldn't. Well, Marvel could definitely fail, but you would think that this game wouldn't fail as hard as it did. It failed as hard as possible. Like, the mismanagement of this game, to have these characters, that like the complete, to have these characters, and like Jean looks cool, and Jean was essentially their last big shot. I want to see what they're even saying in here. They're probably bashing them. No, first thing, don't shut down the game, brother. Like, and the thing is, people were hyped for this banner when they announced it, and then this banner got announced, like, I think it was like the 22nd, and the 24th they announced EOS. Everybody like, what the hell? Wait, how did that even happen? How would he even be in this timeline right now? So and this is last thing I will say before we get to like what the hype of the week is, because I don't want to end the video on this because it's depressing, which is why I don't do this very often. But I want to talk about this because these three stuck out to me, because this is epic levels of mismanagement and not living within expectations. Basically, this game also was too expensive. Like, you need to get on your graces. You already know Marvel as a movie and like toy and everything else. Marvel taking a beating right now. People are not happy with Marvel. So you should have put a game out here that was affordable. They did the opposite. This was more expensive than Hoyo games. And I'm like, oh my God, yo. That's why you didn't see me cover this. I was like, this is dead game walking. I wanted to give them the, maybe Marvel fans could have saved it, but I knew the minute that I did the first review on this game, I was like, okay, I'm out. I just don't say anything. I don't bash games like that. I don't believe in that, like making monetization. I don't really necessarily like doing this, but I want to make an example, because all the other games look at HypeWatch. I'm not kidding. This is not me like chest thumping and being like I'm the shit or nothing like that. I know, because I have the companies in my Discord, I have the people who talk to me, and like Hoyo and everything else like that. I know they watch me and they look at some of the stuff I say for advice. I know they're all watching this type of stuff. Hoyo need my advice, even though I talk to them. Same thing with Kuro and all the rest of them like that. But other companies do reach out and talk to me about stuff. And all the newer games coming out, I'm deeply involved in all the newer games, and I definitely talk to them. I can tell you that 100%. I'm in beta programs, I'm in creator programs right now for the newer games that are coming, that you're gonna see like literally in this month. Basically, don't end up like these games. I'm talking to those companies right now. Learn from this, understand how these games end up here, because this happens over and over again. The minute I see a game come out and it's more expensive than all the top 10 games that are on the market, you're a dead game walking immediately. You're done immediately. The minute that your game launches, you go straight into EOS. You're just that you're EOS day one. This right here is going to be the first time that you will hear me say this. That is 100% the case. This banner, this particular update right here was a cash grab. You knew this game was going to EOS. It didn't magically happen. And you did this banner and got these people hyped. This is the definition of a cash grab. Not the other bullshit that people always come up with. It's a cash grab. Like, you don't go through all that and make and spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars and don't make it back, and then like that's not a cash grab. That they honestly legitimately thought that they were gonna make money and get it back. This right here, this particular situation right here is the definition of a cash grab, because there ain't no way in the hell you drop a Jean Grey banner with her looking cool like this art right here, as much money as it costs to actually do that, and then a day later you're like, okay, it's going to be EOS. That's them trying to make all the money back that they may probably have not done, because Marvel's super expensive, but they're just, this is a cash grab and we're out at this point. This was an investor type of thing. This is when y'all should be getting on Marvel's ass right now. Y'all should be getting on Marvel's ass, because that's 100% what this is. This is disrespectful right here. I normally don't go in on the whole cash grab thing, but I want people to see like when there is an actual cash, not people just saying it. Like people like, oh, it's a cash grab. Like 99% of the time it's not a cash grab, and they're just using the term incorrectly. This situation right here was a cash grab. And last but certainly not least, Neo Artifacts is going to be coming soon. This game is SRPG. I am deeply looking forward to this one. It might be a banger, a hidden banger of the year. Hopefully they don't mess it up, and hopefully they'll see this video and see what I just said about the previous 3 games and not F it up day one. We will see. You know, wrapping this up, you know what game saw pricing on the market? And there's 2 games actually. One I didn't talk about that. But Where Winds Meet arguably came out and ended up a banger. Go into Where Winds Meet and look at their store and look at the prices in their store. Everything is between $5 to $10. And this is like literally came out of nowhere and could have almost been considered for a game of the year last year late. Everything is $5 to $10. They do have like skins and then stuff that's absorbently crazy on the high end, like the boat that's like $1,000 and stuff like that. But the majority of the stuff that's in the game is like $5 to $10. That is how you effing do it. This is how you make 20 to 30 million a month. Duet Night Abyss, look at their store. We didn't talk about that in this video, but look at their store, how much the stuff costs in that store. $5, $10, $20. Easy. That, like, just straight up. Nothing goes any higher than that, really. You can push, and like they had like the last big major update, that like they had the cars that you can kind of like go and whale in and type of stuff. Nothing that affects like gameplay or anything else like that. You had affordable things where people can literally spend like $5 a month and it feel like you got more bang for your buck. The damn outfit was pretty crazy. You can farm the damn outfit for free. Same thing and Where Winds Meet. That is where gacha has to go. If gacha doesn't go that way, every game that comes out this year will eventually fail, outside of the stuff that's like super AAA that maybe it'll go further. That's why I'm worried about Infield, and why I'm not that interested, because I looked at the pricing stuff for Infield and the fact that they had 50-50. I don't know if they changed that. I was like, oh, y'all, I don't know, man. This ain't the time for that. This ain't the time for that. That like people may be big on it, and it may end up being niche and fall along the same type of money that Triple Z is in right now, where it makes 10 to 20. Not to say that that's not good money, because that's good money, but them being a banger all the way at the top and stuff like that might not happen because their monetization is that like they need to be realistic. You can't just come out here. You ain't like you ain't that gangster. Like you can't just come out here doing that. I know they think that, you know, Arc Knights is going to make people just go crazy over for this game, but relativity is a thing, and everybody's watching all this type of stuff in the industry right now. And then you come through with that type of stuff, and you're going to be like, and then they see Where Winds Meet, be $5 to $10 packs. They see Duet Night Abyss be $5 to $10 packs, and all these rest of these games is coming out and starting to follow suit with this because they watch Where Winds Meet make like 100 million the first month doing that with technically no predatory gacha. It did have gacha in it, mind you, but it wasn't predatory. It said, hey, you go farm it if you want. Same thing with Duet Night Abyss. Duet Night Abyss did like 40-50 million as well. You can't come out here like that. I'm saying, Enfield, I'm warning you, it ain't gonna end well. That's a pun. So hopefully they do something about that. CZN, you could do. CZN is doing okay, but not as well as it should be because CZN got the same pricing as Hoyo games, and you got to prove yourself. You just can't do that. I don't know, y'all. Maybe one day, maybe I'll strike a chord in some business meeting, and they'll be like, "The black man from America is right. We need to be making money out here." There's a difference between you making 10 million and 50 billion. Just think about that. No, I'm talking to Asian devs right now because there's no Western devs. So Asian devs, you want to make 50 million? Might want to listen to your boy. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.